Good morning, friends. Happy Tuesday. Dori Patrick here, coming at you from my art studio. It's been a couple of weeks. Holy moly. Excuse me, I'm going to open my beverage in case my throat gets scratchy here. I've missed you guys, and I'm so sorry I had to miss Talkie Tuesday last week. In a nutshell, I just have not been feeling good. Last week I got pretty sick. No COVID, tested negative for COVID, so no worries there, but just real achy, yucky, stuffed up, exhausted. It felt like a really bad cold. So I had that for a few days, and I've also just been off and on kind of having some, I think, seasonal allergies. And this time of year, like whenever the seasons change, so it's usually winter into spring and then summer into fall, when all the growing stuff starts going nuts or dying down is when Dori starts dying down. It's like just been feeling crummy. So I just have been trying to get my mojo back. I think I have it back, sort of. Although the past couple of workouts at the gym, I do not feel like I have it back. But I know it will come back. So I'm trying to just stay positive and take care of myself and everything that we need to do to keep things rolling. But anyway, it just has been a yucky couple of weeks. And it was kind of frustrating because I was coming off of a really productive season here in the studio. I really like leading up to that Red Wing show. I was just on fire and not even stopping and just like going on to the next idea that I wanted to bring to life. So going from that to just feeling cruddy and not getting a whole lot done was really frustrating. But, in that last video where we talked about there are things, you can still do when you're feeling crummy that contribute to the overall well-being of your creative source. So I did some of that. I've been doing a lot of doodling, playing around on my in my sketchbook. I've done a few art journal spreads, which I am close to filling up 3 or 4 art journals. I mean, it's crazy. Like I have a bunch of art journals that are almost done. And when I get to that point, I want to just sit down and work on them and fill them up and share them with you. But I have some other projects that I gotta get done first. But anyway, so I've been feeling crummy, so just kind of trying to do other things. Lots of doodling. So one of the things that I have tried recently, thank you to my hubby, who is always, seriously, you guys, if I didn't have him, I may still have like a rotary phone. I don't know. He gets me all set up with anything technical, and he encourages me, and he answers all my dumb questions and everything. Well, recently I have really been wanting to expand my art practice into doing some digital art. And really, I was really this close to pulling the plug and getting an Apple iPad and then doing Procreate, which I may still do someday. But I have found a wonderful program that suits me just fine for right now. And I can use it on my Dell laptop. And the program is called Concepts. And you can download the free app and use kind of the minimal number of tools that they provide. But you can also subscribe yearly. I did the yearly subscription, and I think it was only $30 or $40. But what that does is opens up your toolbox on this program to include all kinds of mark making tools. So like there's an oil pastel marking tool. There's hard pencil, there's soft pencil, there's markers. And I'm telling you, you draw with the marker tool, it looks like a marker. You know how markers layer over each other? You can, adjust the opacity, all that jazz. So I've been playing around with that. And if I can, while I'm chatting here, I will try to get some pictures. I'll try to share some of the pictures. I did, my very first drawing was of Callie Mae. I'll try to pop her in here. Oh my gosh. She has like a weird little hunchback. But it was so much fun. And I love what's different about digital is it's so easy to experiment with colorways, with everything. It's and I know it's easy to experiment doing art, but this is so fun to try things and quickly erase them. Try something else, quickly erase it. It's just this instant gratification that I really, really like. So where am I going to go with it? I'm not quite sure yet. I'm totally new and learning all the tools and learning how to I'm learning. I am learning. Some of it's ugly, some of it's useful, but so I'm trying to make a point of digging into it a little bit every day. That seems to really help my brain retain information a little better, is if I just repeatedly do it. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited about the potential with this program. One thing I have in mind is getting back into some fabric design and doing some more like repeat patterns. And I think that tool will be really handy for that, to just adjust colorways and do repeat patterns. I've got to figure it out though. I'm not there yet. But one thing I did recently teach myself how to do is how to upload. So take artwork I had already. So at first I was just like doodling and creating images in the program. Well, after you subscribe by the program, you can upload your own art and alter it. So one of the things I've been doing is taking some of my doll faces that I had painted before, and I'm so glad I remembered to just scan them before I stitched them on dolls. But I have a set of like maybe 6 faces. And there are things I don't love about all of them, but I can take that face, bring it up in the concepts program, and then do some editing with it, tweak a color or get rid of a mark or whatever, and save them and then reprint them on other projects. So I'm pretty excited about that. Yeah, that is really I'm excited about that. So I'm also getting back, and you guys would really laugh. I'm sitting on, I hope I don't look too awkward. I'm sitting on the ottoman that is in front of my little sitting area back there. So I feel weird. I've got you up on a box, a jar of gel medium, and then there's my camera. We're super professional here. So anyway, I have been just getting back into the groove and it feels really good. And when I'm just getting back into a groove, I get kind of overwhelmed thinking about the shows that are ahead of me and stuff. Almost feels like too much to deal with at that moment. So I try to dip my toe in and get little things done so I have this little sense of accomplishment. And one of the things I finally got done, and I think you've seen this on probably Instagram or Facebook. It's those little stitched sacred shrines. It was a class I took with Kelly Mae Krentz. If I can remember, I'll try to put the link to her website in the show notes so you can look her up. She does fabulous online classes, and this was the shrine class. This was the second shrine, and the shrine itself I've had stitched up and beaded forever, but I have been wanting to put a little angel. Isn't she cute? I hope you can see that. There. So I took a little piece of canvas, just painted her up and popped her in there. This backing, in the class she shows you how to construct the backing to just kind of give it a finished look. And I love doing these, you guys. It's a matter for me of sitting down and stitching. So I really need to probably get a little toolkit together. I have all my beading supplies here in the studio, but generally when I'm doing this kind of thing, I'm watching TV or whatever. So I'm thinking about getting together a little toolkit for my stitching stuff and taking it upstairs to the TV room so that I can just grab it when we're watching a movie and you know, get to work on it. So she's done, and she is reserved for a friend. So sorry, I can't. She's already spoken for, but I'm hoping to make more. I have a few shrine shape ideas already drawn out. I just have to, it's a matter of getting to it. So maybe this winter I'm hoping to get a few more of those done. And you may have seen on the socials, I've been I sold some wine glasses. I've had those, like, they've been painted and kind of hanging around for a while. It really was a matter of getting a photo out there and getting those to their rightful place. And so someone purchased the set of wine glasses. I also got these little clay sacred hearts I had made a long time ago out of terracotta clay. I think that was during the pandemic when I was visiting the ceramic center, and they had been fired. They just had never been glazed, and I just they're just wall art, so it's not like they need to hold up to anything. So I painted them with acrylic paints and gave them a nice sheen and listed those in the Etsy, and someone got those. Thank you, Janice. So I have been kind of chipping away at just little things that give me a quick little sense of accomplishment, if that makes sense. Something, that's halfway done, just finishing it feels so good. And then you're like, why did I wait so long? Good grief. The things that I put off are just ridiculous, but so I'm getting back into the groove with my art. I've got a couple of shows coming up, 2 more shows for the year. November 12th will be the Waterloo Holiday Arts show. That's at the Waterloo Center for the Arts, and that's November 12th. That's a Saturday, 1-day show, 1 day only. I'm waiting to find out what my booth size will be for that. That will determine what work I bring with me to that show. If it's a standard booth, I'll be bringing all kinds of paintings and stuff, but I have to wait and see. And then the following weekend, the Saturday after, that is November 19th, and that is the Prairie Woods Holiday Bazaar, and that is in Hiawatha, a suburb of Cedar Rapids here. So both of these are local. Waterloo is about a 45-minute drive north of me, and then Hiawatha is like practically here in town. So I am stoked to do these shows and not have to travel much. So the Prairie Woods Holiday Market is super fun. I get to see all my local friends. It's kind of this kickoff to holiday shopping. And I try my best to get Christmassy stuff done. So I'll have some ornaments, some small sculptures, things that are great for gift giving. Is what I usually bring to Prairie Woods because it's a small little show. There isn't room for a lot of paintings. It's a lot of gifty stuff, which I love making too. So, and speaking of, let me just grab these. This is one thing I'm hoping to get to later today. You remember my guardian angel dolls. They all had little painted faces. This is how they start off. A little piece of raw canvas with some gesso. I put a little gesso, and then I draw on them with graphite. This is a water-soluble graphite, a Stabilo pencil. And then I take some matte varnish and kind of smear them a little, oopsie, and give them some shadows. And so these will get painted in, probably with some funky colored hair. And then I'll hit the sewing machine with those and stitch up some more angels for Christmas. These will be pretty good size. I also would love to do some little minis, but I don't know if I'm gonna have time. We'll have to see. So I'm working on those. And yeah, this is what's exciting me right now. I'm really into working on paper, and these two abstracts are old paintings that I don't even remember where these came from. I was thinking I did these, maybe started these in a workshop. Anyway, I saved them, I pulled them out. It's part of this whole getting back into the groove, pick something that's already kind of touched or half done and finish it off. And so that's what I've done. You're gonna ask me what size this is. I think this is 11 by 14. And it's heavy. I think this is Bristol paper. So it takes all the gluing and the wet medium really well and holds up really well. That is packing tape from a package I received, and I don't know why it hit me, and I just pulled it off the box and stuck it down. So I'm really digging this one, and I'm really digging this one too. This one has more yellows and pinks. I'm loving the black and the creamy colors, and I really love that part. Oh, I hope you can see it there. That is a piece of cardboard with a book page glued onto it and then torn away. I am super into tearing things right now, you guys. I love gluing it and pulling it back up when it's almost dry, so it like pulls some of the texture off. That's pretty much how I achieved a lot of this texture. I love these lines down there. Yeah, so these are jazzing me a lot. I'm hoping I can get a bunch of these done for the Waterloo holiday show. I may frame a few of them. I'm not quite that far yet. I do have packaging so that I could sell them in a sleeve with a backing, but we'll have to see how that goes. And then I found some old book boards, and I've been experimenting with those as well. This is like, I don't know what is happening here. I think maybe the cold medicine was getting to me, but I chopped it up and glued it back together and kind of made this little assemblage, I guess you could call it. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it yet. It might be a small piece of a larger item. But the texture is like making me crazy in a good way. Yeah, so I'm having fun just kind of, getting my hands back in it. Really happy to be feeling better. And yeah, I think that's all the news that I've got. Oh, wait, no, that's not. One more thing. In an upcoming video, we will do the 2023 planner prep. There's a video at the beginning of the year where I share my favorite planner for keeping my notes, my thoughts, and everything organized. That's the Moleskine Daily Planner. When the new year comes out, I grab them as soon as I can because they seem to go fast. I don't know what the deal is, if it's supply chain issues or what, but I grabbed my planner for next year, and it's yellow, which is like, what? My favorite. So in an upcoming video, we will go through again prepping a planner for the new year. I'll just kind of show you what I do with the cover and kind of how I use it and make it my own. And then these become little time capsules, you guys. I mean, I save them all. I love going back through and looking through them just for a quick little inspiration or an idea. I'm reminded of things that we did as a family or where we went. It's just it's a great tool on a daily basis, but it is a great time capsule for later on to look through if you really commit to using it. So that came the other day and totally made my day. I'm excited about that. Okay, that's all I've got this week. I'm going to really try to stick with you every week, every Tuesday. Thank you so much for joining me. Your support means a lot to me. Thank you for all the Etsy love, everybody. I got all the orders out yesterday, and I'm just grateful. I'm so grateful to you because when you love what I do, I can just keep on doing it. So thanks. And I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.